Good evening, good morning. Hi, everyone. You are welcome. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is that you're watching me from, and whatever time of the day it is. You're most welcome to this channel. You're so welcome to my live session. And I just want to, share a couple of things with you. My name is Biola Flo, as my friends love to call me. I'm an executive and business coach, and it's my joy and privilege and great honor to be with you tonight and sharing with you on a topic that I love so deeply, right? It's a topic that I've shared with a lot of people in recent times. And we started to have this conversation, especially from 2020 when the COVID pandemic hit and people were scrambling, people were not sure what was next and what's going to happen next. And of course, a lot of people, especially career professionals, were wondering what was going to happen to them. A lot of people actually lost their jobs during this period and they were wondering what next, right? And it wasn't like, there were a lot of jobs out there for people to hop on the next one. So a lot of people had to start to think and to just look at what exactly do they have that they can then turn into maybe some form of business or something that they can then bring to the world as a form of value, just to exchange value for with people. Other people also started their businesses during this time, right? People went into different ventures, people that had ideas of what they could be doing and they haven't done before. And then, of course, because the pandemic just sort of reset a lot of things, for people that were also in business, a lot of things actually changed as well, right? The way we do business now has changed, right? Technology has also changed everything. Many people that didn't have online presence before now saw the need for them to actually have very, very, very sound online presence, very strong online presence, because we just realized that the way we used to do business before would no longer work anymore. It cannot just be brick and mortar business. You have to look at how you can actually position yourself and be able to sell outside of your community. You saw the need for greater visibility, right? That could actually be made possible just riding on the waves of what technology has provided to us. And honestly, the changes we're seeing right now are changes that we were eventually going to witness, whether we like it or not, right? A lot of things that would eventually happen were just sort of fast tracked because of the pandemic that happened, right? And a lot of us had our eyes open to different opportunities that we did not even know existed before, right? So people now saw the need to open online shops, right? Online stores. We saw different platforms coming up with this very interesting innovation where people could have online shops, online stores, and they could list their wares online, and people could see it and buy it from anywhere in the world. Like, you could actually have clients, you could have your customers all across the world if you're really, really very serious about your online game and your online presence, right? So this decade really is presenting us with an awesome opportunity to begin to see life from a different perspective, to begin to see, the situation that we're in from a whole new perspective. And the truth is, in every trouble that faces mankind, right, therein lies the opportunity. Therein lies the opportunity to create wealth. Therein lies the opportunity to bring change, to bring transformation, to improve lives, to improve the economy, right? It's only people who see these opportunities and not just the problems that are able to latch on those opportunities and turn it around for themselves. So, what I'm talking to you about today is how to unpack your uniqueness. Because the truth is that, especially for those corporate executives, professionals, people in 9 to 5 jobs, right? I'm sure you're wondering to yourself, apart from my day job, what else can I do, right? If I actually lose my job, which is typical of, I mean, this side of the world, right? We've seen it happen, right? You could actually lose your job. So what do I have? What else do you have in the world? And I usually spend a lot of time talking to people, who feel like once you are in a 9 to 5, you really can't do so much beyond your 9 to 5, beyond your day job, right? And I usually just let people know that, see, there's a whole lot you can do beyond your day job. Your job does not define you. As a matter of fact, your job is more or less like an investor in the future that you want to build. Just think back at when you were 5 years old, 10 years old. I'm sure you had dreams, you had things that you pictured in your mind, you imagined you could do, and all of those things were real to you then as a child, right? And then as we grew older, right, they started to teach us different things, and we began to learn from our environments, from our teachers, from our parents, and from all the people that we see as authorities over us, right? And before you knew it, you started to drop some of those things, because along the line, people started to tell you things like, oh, that doesn't happen in this part of the world, or oh, you're just daydreaming, or oh, that is too much to aspire for, or it doesn't just happen like that. You have to go to school, get a good grade, get a good job, and hopefully your life will be great. So you followed that advice and you went ahead, you got a good job, or maybe not so good job, but at least you're doing something right now. And then you're asking yourself, what next? If you are in that position in your life right now, you're the one I'm talking to, right? If you're at that point in your life where you're feeling like, what next for me? Whether you're just starting out in career, or you've been in career for some time, maybe a very experienced executive, for instance, and you feel like you've sort of gotten to the peak of your career and you're wondering what next. You're the one I'm talking to tonight. There is a uniqueness about you, right? And the uniqueness that you embody as a person is a combination of your skills, your talents, your giftings, the things that you were born with, the natural talents, the things that come to you very naturally, the things that just about only you can do in the way that you do it. That is your uniqueness. Okay, so let's say, for instance, you love to dance, or you love to sing, or you like to write poems, or you're such a great writer. Now, you didn't go to school to go study writing, or to go and study singing or dancing or music, as it were. Now, the fact that you did not, should I say, skill yourself, or you didn't go to school to go study about the things that you're naturally gifted for, does not mean that you throw those things away. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It doesn't mean that you throw those things away. There are some things that are just so unique to you, and they are God's special gift to you, right? They are so special, and God did not make mistake for giving you those unique giftings. So some people have green fingers, like if they touch anything, it will grow. So they are great with gardening and stuff like that, right? And it's just something that comes naturally to them. Some people have a natural gifting of arranging things. When they find themselves anywhere, they just naturally step into that mode and they are organizing, they are arranging stuff. It just comes to them naturally. They don't even see it as work. Meanwhile, some other person cannot even get into the act of really organizing because they see it as a hackling task. Do you realize that your natural gifting of just organizing things and setting things in order is a marketable talent? Is something that another person who doesn't enjoy doing any of those things might be willing to pay for. So what I want you to do, right, as you think about how the world is evolving, what may likely happen to your job, as things are changing, if there's a possibility, for instance, that maybe you may lose your job, or even if there is no possibility of you losing your job, the truth is that we're in this decade right now where we're going to be seeing an uprising of a lot of builders, a lot of visionaries, a lot of thought leaders. And who says you're not a thought leader? Do you know anything at all that other people don't perhaps know that you can teach somebody? Do you know that all of that talent, all of that knowledge, all of that skills that you have is not supposed to go to the grave with you? You're supposed to use it to serve mankind. I want you to wake up and just come to the realization of the fact that there is so much about you. There is so much to you that you can bring to this world. And through the process of bringing all of these things out of you, you can actually become a better person, become a more valuable person. That means you're able to do so much more in your life. And then in the process of doing that, value is drawn to you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Value is drawn to you. As you give value to the world, value is coming back to you. So if you're a corporate professional, or if you are a business leader, or maybe you've been running your business for some time, the truth is that beyond what you do for money on a day-to-day basis, there are things that you have, right, that you can actually use to serve the world. There are things that are unique to you that needs to be unpacked, and that you need to understand how to bring these things to the world in a way that somebody can benefit from it. And as someone is benefiting from it, definitely something of value is also coming back to you. A lot of people, would get to a point in their lifetime and will be thinking, okay, so what is my purpose? I know we've talked about this purpose thing for so long. We've talked about this purpose thing for so long that people will be wondering, okay, so what exactly is my purpose? Somebody mentioned at a particular conference I went for and defined purpose in a very interesting way. The person said, purpose is like the middle ground between your pain and, the things that you love, the things that you like to do, your passion. Is like the middle ground, is the nexus, that's the word. Purpose is the nexus between your pain and your passion. So what is that thing that irritates you? What is that thing that gets you upset? What is that thing that gets you to really want to do something about it? So let's say, for instance, seeing kids on the road selling food items or whatever, children below 15 hawking on the street. Let's imagine that is something that gets you upset and you feel like you could do something about it, right? Or maybe seeing dirt on the road, litters on the street, is something that gets to you and you wish you could do something about it. And guess what? The reason you're feeling that way is because you can actually do something about it. Now, your pain could also be a personal pain, something that you went through and you were able to come out of it, right? It could also be your passion, something that you're passionate about, something that you would like to see happen. So for you, maybe your passion is you want education to be liberalized, you want our education sector to be reformed, you want education to be transformed from what it is right now, and you're so passionate. Maybe it's the education of the girl child, maybe it's technology education, like online education or whatever it is. Whatever that is for you, therein lies your purpose. Don't look too far. Don't look too far. And the truth is that whatever desires that are nudging you in your heart, whatever desires are coming to you, I usually tell people that those desires are just God's whispers to you about things that are possible, about the possibilities, the things that can happen in your life. If only you dare to try, if only you give it a thought more, if only you stay on that thought a little bit, if only you work on it, polish it, and just keep working on it until it becomes something. So the truth is that as an individual, whether you are in a 9-to-5 job or you're running a business, there is so much more to you than your day job. There is so much that you can do, right? Don't just think about what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink. That's not all that your life is about. Think about your purpose work. Think about the change that you're meant to bring to this world. If you're a Christian, for instance, the Bible says that you're the light of the world. So how have you been shining? Or have you even been shining at all? So what exactly can you do? What exactly is your life supposed to be about? And remember, I'm saying it's not about your job. It's not about what you studied in school. It's not about the fact that you have masters in whatever, business administration, or you studied architecture. It's not about that. Your life is bigger than that. That's what I want you to realize. Your life is bigger than that, and you have to thrive. We are in this decade because God wants us to thrive. You have to thrive, not just survive, not just looking for the next meal. Do you understand? Not just looking for the next meal. You are meant to thrive. You are meant to shine your light so that others can see your light and also get the permission to shine theirs as well. Do you imagine how things happen, right? Because you see somebody has done something, all of a sudden you believe you can do it too. Do you know how many people are already tied to you? Meaning that if you choose not to allow yourself to, allow your own light to shine, they may also never find their own path. So there are people that have been tied to you. There are people that are waiting for you to shine. There are people that are waiting for your light to shine. Don't dim your light. And don't condition yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Some people give themselves some very interesting title. Their job title is their identity. The truth is that you're bigger than whatever job title you have. You're bigger than that. My challenge to you at this time is you need to go sit down and unpack your uniqueness. What is it that is unique about you? What is it that is your special talent, your special giftings? What is it? What is it that is so special? What is so unique about your own life? All of your experiences. There is nothing that happens to you in life, right, that is a coincidence or that is meant to be for fun or some form of accident. No. There are many people that have gone through trauma, and because of that trauma, somebody else is being liberated. And in fact, generations are being liberated just because somebody has gone through an experience and has come out of it. And because of that, another person is able to find healing, is able to find transformation in their lives. So I need you to unpack your uniqueness and open your mind, open your heart. Be open-minded and not condition yourself. Don't allow subconscious conditioning put a barrier on you or put a limit or a cap or a ceiling on you. I want you to be willing. Give yourself permission to unpack everything that you embody. Whatever it is, you may think is little, but guess what? That your little can actually become so much more when it's in the hand of your maker. If you allow your maker to transform that thing that's in your hand. Think about the story of Moses in the Bible. God asked Moses, what's in your hand? He said, it's just a rod. That's all that he saw. It's just a rod. And God told him, no, it's not just a rod. Throw it on the floor and then you see what happens. And then magic happened, right? So I can imagine you are also looking at your life right now. You're saying, what do I have? Now, whatever it is that you have, whether it's a good voice you have, you can talk. Do you know that some people, just because of their voice, they're able, to become voiceover artists? So they learn their voice and they become creative at it. And through that, they're able to earn money just by having a good voice. You don't even necessarily have to be able to sing. You just have a very good voice that is soothing to the ear. Do you know how you can package that voice and become a phenomenon? Right? And truly become a phenomenon just with you, the voice that you have. So you may actually have gifts that you're discounting right now. I'm challenging you to unpack your uniqueness. Unpack your uniqueness and bring all of that to the world, because you're meant to serve your world with it. You're meant to serve your world with it. And so it is my honor and privilege to invite you to the 9 to Thrive Summit. It's going to be virtual summit holding on the 27th of February 2021. You can see the details already scrolling on your screen. Now, this summit was put together for you. We have you in mind, right? So if you are a 9 to 5 person, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, if you are a social innovator, someone who really just wants to do much more in this life, if you have this burning desire inside of you to do so much more, to become more in life, to become a more valuable person and be able to do so much more, and then in the process also be able to have more. I mean, who says you should stick with only one stream of income? Who says? Whether you're in a 9 to 5 job or you're not in a 9 to 5 job, you don't have to be in only one, you don't have to have only one stream of income. Okay? You don't have to have only one stream of income. We have a lineup of speakers that we have carefully selected that are going to be taking you from understanding of purpose to really understanding how to package whatever it is that you have, your unique giftings, and then be able to make it into something that you can put out there. So I can imagine you, for instance, as a professional saying to me that, okay, what else can I do? If you have skills and talent that you can bring to the world, then you definitely can become a thought leader. You can be a coach. So we're going to have a speaker that will be coming to speak to us and teach us how to launch your brand, how to launch your thought leadership brand, right? How you can launch premium courses, for instance, right? And you can earn so much more by just teaching people what you know. Do you understand? So we have this lineup of speakers that are going to be speaking to us. And so you don't want to miss the summit. You don't want to miss the summit. It's happening on the 27th of February 2021. And we're going to be having networking sessions, panel sessions, all of the speakers speaking to us. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting having all of these people speaking to us. These are people that have, they've cracked something. They've been able to crack something in their own sphere of business, in their own sphere of calling, in their own sphere of influence, right? They are doing amazing things. These are people that are doing amazing things already. So you really want to come and learn from them. You really want to come and learn from them and ensure that you're able to put these things to work in your life as well. You can actually be so much more if you give yourself a chance, okay? You can be so much more if you give yourself a chance. You just need to understand how. You just need to understand how. There's so many people in the world that are doing so much more beyond their day-to-day activities. I mean, for instance, if you put out an ebook on a subject matter that is of interest to people, solving a problem for somebody. Let's say, for instance, how to lose weight within 30 days as a new mom or as a nursing mom, right? Let's imagine that you created, let's imagine that was your experience. You were able to lose weight within 30 days by using certain things that you found or that you stumbled on or that you discovered, whatever it is. And you have that hack and you put it in an ebook or in an online course, and then you put that out there and people are buying it. You're helping people to also lose weight as a nursing mom or as a new mother, right? You're solving somebody's problem and you're getting paid for it, and it has nothing to do with your job. It doesn't disturb your job. So you shouldn't allow those gifts and talent to go to waste. You shouldn't allow those gifts and talent to just be there. Your latent talent not being converted into things that are valuable to serve other people, and then in the process also bringing you so much virtue, so much more. You will understand, you will learn during the summit the mindset that helps you to create wealth, the mindset that takes you out of just the survival mode, your next meal, your next food, your next this, your next that. No, that shouldn't be all that you're living for. So we're going to be having someone like Bankole Williams, who's going to be speaking to us, on the mindset to create wealth. And you need to just understand what it really takes to create wealth. You need to understand what it takes to move from the backstage to the center stage. Some of you will say, oh, I'm an introvert. I don't like to talk. Come on. You're putting yourself in a box. You're putting yourself in a box and you're giving yourself labels. Drop those labels. Just drop them. There's so much to you than you know. So it takes confidence, it takes courage. Even when you understand what your uniqueness is about, it takes a lot of confidence and courage to be able to bring it on, right? And so we're going to be having, one of the speakers speaking to us on the courage and the mindset to unleash, to unpack, to bring on your uniqueness and to serve the world with it. So much, so much, so much value has been packed into the summit. You have no business missing this summit. You have no business missing the summit. So it will be my honor and privilege to have you register for the summit and join us on the 27th of February, 2021, right? As we unpack all of these things, as we dissect it, you have an opportunity to ask questions. You have opportunity for networking. There will be free gifts to be won. I would love to see you there. I would really love to see you there, right? Make sure you make it a date. Go to www.night2thriveng.com, night2thriveng.com, and make sure you go and register today. Register today, and I sure would love to see you. All right. So this is how I'm signing out for now, but definitely we're going to see each other on the 27th of February. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to do life with you. I can't wait to see you elevate to the next level that is prepared or that is possible for you already. I can't wait to see you elevating your mindset and creating so much wealth as a result of that and making a huge impact in our world, in our continent, and of course in your immediate community. All right, thank you for listening to me. Thank you so much, and I hope that you go and register and join us at the virtual summit on 27th of February. All right, until then, I will be seeing you on the 27th of February, and hopefully by then we will be having some more conversations on what the whole summit is about everything that we have packaged together just for you to be able to unleash your brilliance. I'll see you there.